Sorry, I just found an eyelash. I'm monitoring again. These microphones are bothering me so much. You really are going to have to tell me whether or not I'm suitably loud or not loud enough. It's doing a sort of, I don't know, like you can hear it on the stream, it's like a skipping thing, it's almost as if there's a signal problem. Maybe there is a signal problem. Who knows? But hello. There's no point in me starting the stream, just complaining about the quality of the stream. We're gonna do some drawing. And it's the, it's not really bright enough outside, which is why I've got the lights on at the moment. Also, I had a lovely walk, I had a really long walk, a 2 hour walk, and then got back and had a bath. And my face is suffering today, as you can probably tell. I'm very rosacea. And very shiny face. Well, that's just me. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So, there's an event going on at the moment in Overwatch called the Archive event, which I really enjoy when it comes on. And I wanted to draw, and I wanted to do some character work, but I didn't know what I wanted to draw. So, I was like, maybe I could do some doodles or something. And then I thought it'd be really cool because I'm on a bit of a Winston kick in Overwatch to draw Winston. And then I'm like, why don't I just draw monkeys and apes? So that's the plan. Look, I've got a new. So now you can see my references. I'll turn it on and off whenever it's important. Because that helps, I think. You can always see what I'm looking at. Also, I'm diversifying the music a little bit because I absolutely love Ghibli. But I don't want it to get to the point where I don't love Ghibli, so... And obviously, like, we've streamed for, like, over 2 hours a time, so 2 hours for Ghibli is quite a lot. Also, I was dead butch just before stream, and I've tightened up all the Cintiq stuff, you know, because it was bothering me in previous art streams where, you know, I'd start drawing something and then my hand will nudge it and it'll move. It doesn't do that anymore because I've tightened it up, so, takes a bit more pushing to move around, but hopefully I won't be moving around too much. So there we go. Happy days. So we'll draw some monkeys, or apes. I wasn't sure what to put. I was looking at the go live message and I was like, do I put monkeys? Are they technically monkeys? Would someone shout at me on Twitch for doing something like that? So let's get up our references. Ha! I put a hot button on my stream deck to show and hide the reference panel. I don't even have my stream deck in front of me. That'd be daft. And that's kind of the best I can do in terms of zoom. I can make it bigger. When we're looking at references, I'll pull that up there, so that it's a bit bigger. I found that one, which is really cool. Bit of advice, straight out the gate, if you want to see a wide variety of different pictures of a subject, go to Flickr, because these are pictures that other people have taken, and it's really good. I just searched for, I think I searched for gorilla hands, because I like gorilla's hands, and hands are always the most difficult thing for me. Oh, that's nice. It's a nice picture. So we're going to start with some doodles. We're going to get the shape of Winston down. This is Winston from Overwatch, for anyone who doesn't play Overwatch. Just turn that down a bit. The problem with YouTube, with these kind of videos on YouTube, is that the levels are just crazy all the time, so I'll be turning it up and down, I imagine. I think the audio is just doomed to suck on my stream. But oh well. Right, so you can kind of see what I'm looking at. I'm not going to leave it on the screen, but hopefully you'll see it together. So let's just do some sketches and get the shape of Winston down first. Where is... And I'm just going to crack on as well. So... That's nice. So feel free to talk as much or as little as you want to. It's really interesting. Look at this picture of Winston. This is see that one? I'm not sure if I'll be able to. This is a link. Yeah, it's like this header thing. Like, look at what they've done with his face. Like the skull there. That's so weird. Where if you kind of chalk out the teeth there, and if it's anything like a knot, like, and he's got obviously his orbitals are here. Like a nose thing. So you can only move the mandible. You can't move the upper jaw. So the fact they've kind of like manipulated his skull to be like, they have a very flat head that do apes. Although I think Winston's got a bigger head because he's a clever ape. And then his lower jaw's here. I don't even know how that would connect. Ooh, let it go. I hope we don't get in trouble for this one. Look at Winston's skull. Oh, you can't see it. See, this is why I knew this was going to be a problem. So, look at that. All I've done is traced the outline of his skull. See what I mean? But like the mandible has moved, but the upper part has this like teeth row this way and then cheekbones this way. Really weird. I don't think that's canon for Winston's face. I mean, it's not going to be canon for my Winston's face. So I want to just start by loosely sketching some monkeys. And there's one thing I've noticed about the difference between like the shape of an ape and the shape of Winston. So like an adult ape obviously has like these massive arms. So we've got like a pointy head for some reason. Like this is him on his just chilling. Tiny face, his face is like that. And he has this in fact, actually I'm doing that all wrong. Let's come over here. Come on. I just realised I was drawing it wrong or anything for no reason. Absolutely no reason. So he has a really long head shape up here. And his face is actually only here. Like that. And the shoulder is there. Just to let you guys know what I'm drawing. See there? It's really large. Skirts in like a sexy Audrey Hepburn pose. And they kind of roughly connect around about the same space, so that comes down. Yeah. This goes all the way back. And this hand part disappears behind a rock, so we're not going to be able to see that. This goes high, and then inwards like that. This proper comes out actually. Cross like that. When doodling, only rub out the lines that are going to confuse you. Leave everything else, because you never know what you'll need. This arm goes back there like that. The reason I'm drawing this guy is because I just want to illustrate two differences. It's weird, the anatomy of this. It goes to a point and then the pelvis is up here. It goes straight down like that. And I love that line. It's hidden by grass here, so I can't see what the UNESCO is below there. But it's like that. And it goes under. Like there. Let's bring it all in a bit. So. It's quite interesting how stark that is. But the confusing lines. It's really large. How does it come down much further? I think I was right the first time. Like, missold myself. As to how large that is. And the knee is like there. And what's interesting is the top of that belly kind of goes in like that. So even though there's a down part here, it's kind of in line with the shoulder there. And it kind of comes down. I think I understand. So he's kind of one step off. There's like a rock here. Whoopsie. There's like a rock that he's standing on here and holding on to. Like that. I don't want to assume too much because I can't see it. I should draw from reference where I can. And he's kind of standing on the edge of that rock with his backhand finger thing out there, and his leg, the hidden part of his leg here, is going like that. So he's actually bent a little bit more. But their hips are so interestingly wide. I always just assume they were narrow, but they're not. But from the looks of it, an adult male gorilla shape, or I don't know if it's adult male, it looks to be male, has like this coney head, and then it goes down, and then there's like a bend in the back, and then that goes flat. So they've got like this flat back end, a belly that does this, and then here they have whoa, massive arms like that. Sounds like a weird horse shape, isn't it? And a tiny face, like a face like this. Gosh, that's quite cool, isn't it? And it genuinely is like just this little pot belly here. And the weird thing is, so that's just drawing a couple of these shapes. But if you look at this other image of a smaller ape that I found, let me see now. Might be back now. Oh, I love that picture. Where is it? Something here. Oh, that's a lovely picture. Let's take that one. It might be back again. I like that one because of the mouth. I think I'll draw that at some point. Gorilla. Here we go. So the one that I found that was really interesting to me. Oh, don't tell me it's completely changed the search results. Basically, the younger the gorilla, the smaller the back legs seem to be. Where is he? Oh, I like this one. I think it's from a Disney film that I haven't heard though. Or haven't seen rather. Is it? What's that young gorilla? What? Gorilla Young. Neil Young's adopted gorilla. What happened there? Young gorilla. Ah, look at his wee face there. Having a good time. Maybe I'm mistaken. The shape doesn't change, the arms get bigger. They still have a bit of a belly. I think the point that I'd noticed, and the point that I thought was rather interesting, is that they seem to have infantilized Winston in his character design. So if you look at Winston, you see that he has like smaller legs that tend to go inwards with his big ape hands. And then he has the big gorilla arms, but they've been very like humanized almost, and then you know, he kind of stands a bit taller. And his shape seems to be more reminiscent of a younger gorilla than an older, angry adult male gorilla like this one. Like, the body at the back is a lot longer than if you look down here. If you compare these two, Winston's more this shape than this shape, which I thought was really interesting. I wonder if that speaks as much to his character, because he has a certain amount of approachability and kind of joviality and lack of confidence. Maybe I'm making assumptions. But... oh, I love that. That's great. Oh, this is Pinocchio. Oh, I love the little hand feet. Wouldn't it be great to have hand feet? God, you get so much done. Can you imagine how much washing you could do? Hand feet. Look at this wee monkey. Can I see some belly? Their hands are so interesting, you know. Because their fingers are like... they're like chipolatas, they're so big. You can't really over-exaggerate how big their fingers are. To the point where on a human they would look wrong, but I feel like they would still look okay if you could recognise them as ape's fingers. Even someone who doesn't look very closely at ape hands. Their actual finger parts aren't as big as the end finger parts. Sorry to baffle you with such poignant medical terminology as end finger parts, but that's what you get from this stream. You get intellectualism. And then they have another massive fucking wrist over here. And then hair down there. It's interesting how their hair, like the direction that their hair grows. And their hands are like old leathery hands. face is really cool. All of his face is here. His ear is all over there. All the little ears. I did a little bit more of the Overwatch event that's going on. And it is very hard. God, what interesting noses they have. But compared to us, what's that pig noses? It's hard to get that shape right. Let's put that ridge up there because they've got a ridge at the top of their nose. And that comes down to here. Smooth the transitions down. It's uneven, isn't it? It's because of this. Large fish hive. It's almost recessed into the face. Almost. Let's change. A bit smaller. Sticks out a little bit, and then goes up into where the brow is. There's a monkey. It's a very bold brow. And it goes round. It actually doesn't stick out further than the head does in this line of the head. It stays there like that. I've incidentally done the same thing that I always do whenever I'm doodling, and I've just gone anywhere on the page. So, whoops. Well, they're on the doodles. Kind of teaches you to not be precious with them. Not yet, anyway. That's a good thing about doodling. I'll develop it. Gosh, they've got such interesting noses, haven't they? They're almost pointy. There's the Overwatch event at the moment kinda has a lot of people playing as Winston. Which I think is cool. There's one of them characters where you have to be really aggressive, like really brave with him. But also know when to pull back. Little ears. Kind of got small at the top. And they stick in his head at the top. Very interesting. Unlike ours. Cool. Like, the shape is there, but they don't pop out. They actually recess into his head. They stick out at the bottom like ours do. Or like, some people's do. And they have that little bit as well. Not in the same way. That's cool. He has, so this hand that I drew before is coming up here. In a very cute way, actually. Oh, giving himself a hug. Gosh, they're like comically huge fingers. James is asking me how hungry I am. I'm hungry because I have a bit of a cake. And I've got my coffee here actually, which I need to finish before it gets cold. Right, let's move on to another picture. Because that was cool. But I kind of want a little bit more like full-on anatomy than focusing on the face right now. I want to see one moving. The problem with Flickr, as much as I quite like it for what it is in terms of like different photographs, real photographs, is that they're mostly amateur, which means that normally they're not posed very well. This is a young gorilla. It's got no ass, bless him. Should start a charity to help needy gorillas that were born with their asses. I wonder at what point in our evolution we were like, we only need junk in the trunk. You know what evolutionarily we are missing? Thickums is what we're missing. A big old booty. That's what's going to give us an evolutionary edge over our environmental competitors. That's cool. His limbs. First of all, he's got that big old shoulder, which is, you know, very attractive in rape. That's on the same level as his hip, so we're doing well. Hips there. His knee is slightly diagonal to that. So the hip goes like this. Oh, that's so interesting. So, butt there. His hip is there. And I'm trying not to get bogged down with anatomy because I literally have a drawing in front of me that I should be copying rather than making my own anatomy. But his hip's there, elbow and shoulder, elbow is kind of knees diagonal to that, so that goes down there. It's a jolly straight line actually. And then it goes there. This goes forward a little bit, but pretty much meets the foot. In fact, it damn well goes behind the foot. Which is cool. The way in which he walks is really cool. It's like one side, it's like diagonals. One arm is back and the opposite leg is back, and the opposite rear leg is back. And then the forward arm is opposite the forward leg. So the other arm, for example, is here. Elbows aligned, as they would be. The chin goes, chest starts on line with the chin there. And that actually goes down there. Doesn't confuse ourselves with too many lines. And the arm, this is interesting, the arm, the wrist is here. And it goes way thick there. Down, thick there. Thick wrists. And it's like Popeye. In fact, actually, that's not steep enough, that angle. So that thick to the bottom, almost to a point actually, because the hair goes to a point. And then that's really wide. First it comes down. Ouch. Down. Something right. It's because the wrist goes lower. Gosh, that's so cool. It needs to be high. His forearm's just a bit too. Bit too low. And the reason it looks wrong is because that is also a bit too low. Yeah. That actually isn't as turned out as that. It's more straight. Yeah. Cool. It's weird because they've got such large arms, but it's all dependent on the angle. And this second arm that's coming forward is really coming forward. Yeah. Get rid of the lines that have been confused. The arm does come out like that, rounded. Oh, you can see it in the fur. Just for reference. There we go. See it? See how the like how you gauge the distance. Oh, you can't see my mouse. The distance of the elbows horizontally there, like they're apart but horizontally they occupy the same vertical space, and then the knee is slightly larger down. So here you need to be able to go like that, and then like that. And his wrist is higher than his hand, so the hand actually comes down to about here. So even there, it's not high enough. We need to make it even higher. So probably about there actually. So it's coming out there, and then this comes down, almost in on itself, and then down around that arm. And then that comes smoothly out like that. It's close. The wrist is diagonal, so the hand actually is diagonal there, because the knuckles go back. Not that steeply, but more like that. Thumb almost touching. And then this kind of goes down. Nah, even larger. Even larger. Let's get rid. How's that doing that now? A bit of a tablet pop in there. That's more like that, and that. Thought we had let it go already. Do you reckon this is just a repeat? Everything seems large. I don't think it is. It's hard to tell. The fur is really interesting because it comes out like that now. So it's a bit confusing. Where's that just gone? Oh, this guy actually has toes. Finger toes. And then 3 together. 1, 2. Oh, that's interesting. They're all the same size. And then the back leg comes straight down. Back like that. Almost, yeah, pretty much on line with the tummy actually. And that's on line with that hand there. And there's a proper finger like that. That's too far apart from the other. Like that. And that needs to go down. This needs to come out a bit. Kind of goes around like that. And there we go. Gosh, that's exciting. Because it's a rock. That's cool. And then his face. Oh, he's really cool. He's got like a haircut that comes over his eyes. It's like a proper haircut. He has a disc nose. And his lips are so cool. His lips poke out like that. And then his chin comes in here. Right. Like that. The disc nose is actually more pointing upwards. The fur is so good. Oh, I'm leaning, look at that. I just stop leaning. The hair grows in so many interesting directions. All of this is straight down like that. The shoulders kind of spark out like this, down the back. So, oh, the ear is up here. Oddly enough, it is like that. The fur here is sideways around the elbow. It comes down there. The fur on the head just stands up. Just straight up. And then this goes backwards, which actually probably mirrors our arm hair, like it just splits in the middle like that. This stuff from the wrist goes out and sideways and up that way. And it's kind of spiky at the end there. And cross-hatching the actual shadows, because otherwise you'll think that they're hair. So cool how the hair goes like around the limbs, around the joints of the limbs. It kind of follows a pattern, which is really interesting to kind of mirror on humans. Like when you see particularly hairy humans, which I like to do. It all goes one way, which I really like the look of. It's cool. That's a cool ape. We'll have got Winston in a bit. Should we do a colour study? You tend to see gorillas in the wild, which means that they're standing on grass, which means that you don't get to draw their feet. The feeties. Which is a shame. Huh. Just done a search for ape and it's just got a lot of the Planet of the Apes stuff. Imagine if I started doing artwork based on Planet of the Apes, which is artwork based on apes. Okay, I'm sure. This is just repeating. This is a half an hour repeat. This is just on repeat. Should we just put our normal Ghibli playlist on? We tried something new. It didn't work. Let's just stick with what we know, shall we? Let's hope that we don't get told off for this. That's not the right one. No, that's not the right one. How dare they try and trick me? That'll do. See, the other one, it sounded like it was in another room. Which sometimes I've found YouTube videos do that when they want to make it sleep safe. Who needs sleep safe? Okay. Let's see if we can find a good gorilla picture and do a colour study. Oh, look at this guy. This guy's great. So this is the one I'm looking at. Nipples and everything. I'm going to use a different colour. Not bad for a speed sketch, I have to say. This lovely big head. God, this one's got such an expressive face. Don't know what their name is. So the young gorilla. Oh well, nameless gorilla. I do apologise, I can't credit you on the stream. Volcaro's face that I think is really cool. It fans out a little bit and bolts around. Normally just goes into his chin now. His chin goes lower than that actually. Yeah, his chin's about that far down. Why the long face, Mr. Gorilla? Is it because your natural habitat in Borneo is being destroyed? Oh wait, I think that's orangutan. Orangutan. Shape is just a little bit off. It's more of a, it's like a shape. Actually, that might be alright. That's pretty good shape. Just bring this down. Get rid of that confusing line. Alright, that's the gorilla sketch done. We'll refine it a little bit now. Beautiful butt. Fingers are interesting. You want to see the top of his nipples there. And again, the hair makes the shape of a lot of this. And the hair over here kind of points outwards like that. Almost fans out from his arm, like that. And then from here it goes down like that. It makes the shape of the arm without actually seeing a lot of the arm visible. There's hair on the belly. I actually haven't put enough room in the belly. So this gorilla looks a lot more hunched than they actually are. First goes up. Weirdly? Bizarrely it goes up. I don't know why. Doesn't seem consistent, but I know I'm not gorilla. You look like Jane Goodall. Haha, gorilla reference. I can almost guarantee to you that if someone asked me, hey, can you draw a gorilla after doing all of this? Fun though. It looks like a lot of it is just the idea of the gorilla. This is interesting. This face is interesting. I do like this face. So at the top, close to the top, they have this love heart shape on the nose, which comes down here, around, and down again. And the actual nose part is just these two gaps, one here, one there, and a slight dip in the middle. That's the nose part. I'm purposefully not zooming in on this. Well, I'll zoom in for you guys, but I'm purposely trying to stay out. And this gorilla is almost smiling. Like a Mona Lisa smile. Very lovely eyes this gorilla has. They don't really have eyebrows, but the brow hair is a different colour there, which makes things very interesting. And it's very hard to colour in the gorilla's head, because we've got orange hair on top. They don't really care about where their fingers are going, do they? Just kind of flop anywhere, really. Kind of a mess. But it's a happy mess. That gorilla is happy about the mess around. And who are we to judge? So because we're automatically bipedal, it means we're better, or we're not. What if apes are non-human persons by now? You know, like dolphins are non-human persons. I wonder if apes are like that. Who knows? Well, someone knows. They're just not imagining. This was going to be a colour study, wasn't it? But don't need it. Okay, I'm going to do one more ape doodle. How have we been streaming for? An hour and 10. That's not bad. Take a stretch. Oh. Oh, I heard my body clunk then. That's nice. Ugh. Nice to hear a good clunk. Ugh. I initially put a vest on because I've just got out of the shower and I was too warm. Should we do another one? Let's find some monkeys. I forgot. It's always a choice, isn't it, between like there's like a range of emotions with apes. Maybe it's just because we can identify with them as well, but they're always like stoutly standing angrily or sitting angrily or bored or confused, pensive, shocked. I'm looking for a nice like full body picture of an ape in maybe something of a dynamic pose. That's quite cool. Yeah, let's do that. That looks good. We'll do that down here. So, as I did last time, I'm going to try and start off with the silhouette of the piece and then fill in the details. Then I can kind of get the size right before I commit myself too much. This one's a complicated one, actually. Like, as far as dynamic poses go, I should say. Isn't there? So maybe it's just because there's more than one participant to draw, maybe? Really close. That's actually above the foot, so the foot goes out and then down. And this one might need to shrink it actually. See, this is why we need to. That's why we need to make a silhouette so that we don't end up going too bid with it. That comes out. And that'll probably do okay for a silhouette. And then up here it's like there's a huge head. Well, not a huge head, that's possibly unkind. I do apologise, Mr. A. Just a bit higher. Cool. Apes. I should have named this the Ape Appreciation Stream. Effortless, expressive. Very big mouse, isn't it? Very, very big mouse. It's like Kermit the Frog, isn't it? Oh, awesome. His fingers are down here. Just noticed that. Barely see him. So no wonder I missed them. I only saw them because I was looking at this, other ones hadn't. Hey, apes have bald elbows as well. It's not just us guys, can confirm. Apes have bald elbows. Unless it's this ape and I'm being entirely insensitive. I feel like if you want to get a drawing of an ape right, just get the direction of the hair right. Like the structure of an ape's body seems to just be completely described in the hair. Quite itchy. Here we go. Angry ape. Gosh, it's got a chunky leg. Big old chunk of a leg. The problem there is I can't necessarily see the foot. And I hit guesswork, but it looks like it's going this way. That's gonna have to do, because I don't want to guess too much. If you're guessing, you're not looking. one's got very defined ears. Very similar to ours, actually. I feel like I'd be doing injustice if I didn't define them. In detail. Yeah. That's interesting. That mouth is like fur that comes out and around the mouth like that. And then just forward to his nose. And again, they're all ginger on top. I think that's really interesting. If all apes are ginger. Who knows? All apes are ginger. Not all gingers are apes. Remember that, guys. Imagine having a thumb on your foot. How cool would that be? You could scratch one foot with the other foot with so much accuracy. That's weird. How's that? It's like he's gripping sideways. Can you see this? I'm not sure if you can see. Let's try to zoom in. See here? This part of the foot? It's like he's curling sideways. Like the thumb's there and his feet are doing this. Gosh, that's gonna be hard to draw. Let's give it a go. So first of all, the shape is rounded. It comes to about here. And then that comes here. This one goes even further that way. It doesn't help that it's slightly obscured by the grass. All of these lines are actually the same size-ish. I feel like no matter what I do here, it's going to look wrong. No matter what I do, there's like a pyramid shape here. If you look at the anatomy of it, it's like there, there. So that would be That would be that. And that. And I feel like we've managed to get it looking okay, in spite of the fact that that's not actually what it's supposed to look like at all. The thumb actually does come out a bit here. That's kinda accurate as to what it looks like. Doesn't look right. It's accurate. And that's kind of what we're going for with here, right? Accuracy. It's got a big old knuckle here, and then another big old knuckle here. And then what's in between is kind of like this, and then this, and then that goes down like that. I've got that right, but I've got it in the wrong place. Let's start at the end and work our way up, shall we? So that goes down here, kind of disappears that way. The fingers are kind of in this shape to there. That goes down, and then there's kind of a little gap there where the finger disappears. Three is smaller still, and 4 is barely visible. So that's what we're looking at in terms of the hand. Might not be big enough, but we'll see. Knuckle and thumb. Oh, I should have found 1 second. Oh, how eventful. I'm going to have to end the stream early, I'm afraid. Because I have a doctor's appointment, and I had a doctor's appointment for 8:30. The doctor's just rang saying, hey, can I get here earlier? And we need to help the NHS where we can, so I will. I didn't want to tell him I am streaming monkeys, you know. Because he'd have gone, technically an ape isn't a monkey, it's something else. I'd be like, hey listen, it can be that kind of criticism that you need to subscribe. So I'm afraid I'll have to cut this stream short, but I think I will stream later as well. Depending on if Thirst is around and if she wants to start sooner, I'd very much like to do more of the Overwatch event. But that does mean, obviously, I need to knock this on the head in the next 10 minutes or so. It's only a 10-minute drive down now, so I'm not too worried about it. It's been nice. We didn't get to do Winston, but we'll do Winston next time. The doctor this morning, when I rang up to try and get an appointment, was absolutely shocking. He started by saying, yeah, I had some dizzy spells. I was on stream. You guys saw it. I had a dizzy spell on Monday, and then I had a dizzy spell last night whilst we were raiding. I didn't tell anyone. Because everyone's still focused on raiding. So I figured I'd call the doctor today. She made me an appointment, and I was like, oh, by the way, the tablet, I ended the tablets that you prescribed me for my IBS. And she was like, okay, I'll give you some more. And I was like, well no, the reason I mentioned it is because they didn't work. And she just said, okay, well, I'll have someone review it. Bye. She couldn't get me off the phone fast enough. She didn't make me feel very nice. There you go. It is what it is, isn't it? It is what it is. And I'm always a bit tentative with doctors now. They always seem like they're just trying to get rid of me. but they are overworked and underpaid. So I might have to leave it there, I'm afraid. I'm going to get ready to have my blood pressure checked and have a doctor say, "Yep, everything's fine." But we've accomplished what we set out to do, kinda, in earnest. We drew some apes, we doodled. I know how to draw apes better now, and that was the whole thing behind it. Next time I want to do Winston. I want to draw Winston in a hoodie. I think that would be cool. I want to start drawing Winston skins. That's what I'll do. Like crazy fire out there Winston skins. And hopefully, Thirst will be around. Not too late later on, and we can try the archives. The archives challenges. I did some of the challenges, and some of them were so hard. God, that's loud. Cheeky. So we'll try them later. In a group. We'll do it in a group. Cool. Thanks for sticking around, all one of you. I will be back later. Oh.